That's the speculated amount Prince Andrew will pay Virginia Giuffre to settle a legal case she brought against him. She says when she was 17, she was trafficked to the prince.
Behind the palace gates, the British royal family is shrouded in mystery and tradition, often embroiled in controversy. One major story involves Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, whose lavish lifestyle and serious allegations have drawn global attention. We will uncover the truth about his private life, exploring what happened, who was involved, and the implications for the royal family's future.
It was the case that shook the monarchy to its very core, but tonight it's over. Prince Andrew will not face trial over assault claims, reaching an out-of-court settlement.
Stay tuned for exclusive details on Prince Andrew's scandals. The early years, a prince in the spotlight. Prince Andrew, born in 1960, is the third child of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. From an early age, he attracted public attention with his charm and adventurous spirit. Andrew served as a helicopter pilot in the Royal Navy during the Falklands War, contributing to his playboy image and earning him the nickname Randy Andy due to his high-profile relationships and frequent appearances in the tabloids. Unlike his more reserved siblings, Andrew was known for his enjoyment of the limelight. He was frequently seen at exclusive nightclubs and socializing with celebrities. Royal biographer Penny Jr. described him as the fun-loving, slightly reckless one, highlighting his affinity for the perks of royal life. His marriage to Sarah Ferguson in 1986 was a major royal event, but their relationship soon became marred by rumors of infidelity and lavish parties. The couple separated in 1992 and divorced in 1996. Over the years, Andrew's choices and associations led to increasing scrutiny of his personal conduct. His connections, particularly in light of controversies involving figures like Jeffrey Epstein, have posed significant challenges to his reputation and have brought the British monarchy under scrutiny, raising concerns about the royal family's image, the lavish lifestyle, money, parties, and powerful friends. Prince Andrew's image as the royal playboy became increasingly prominent during his 40s and 50s, with numerous photographs capturing him at high-profile parties, luxurious resorts, and aboard private jets and yachts. This has led to questions regarding how he financed such an opulent lifestyle despite his royal salary. Investigative reports from The Guardian and The Times indicate that Andrew's financial situation has been a topic of speculation for many years. Although he received a regular allowance from the Queen and a pension from his time in the Navy, significant portions of his wealth stem from ambiguous business dealings and connections with affluent acquaintances. A key figure in Andrew's circle was Goga Ashkenazi, a Kazakh socialite and entrepreneur. In 2007, Andrew reportedly facilitated the sale of Ashkenazi's ex-husband's mansion in Sunninghill Park for £15 million, which was £3 million above the initial asking price, to Timur Kulabayev, a billionaire and son-in-law of Kazakhstan's then president. This transaction raised further questions about Andrew's involvement and whether he received financial benefits. Andrew's affinity for luxury also extended to his travel arrangements. During his time as the UK's Special Representative for International Trade and Investment, he faced criticism for utilizing taxpayer funds to support extravagant trips, often opting for five-star accommodations and first-class flights. A report by the Daily Mail in 2011 indicated that Andrew had accumulated over $4 million in travel expenses throughout his tenure. In addition to concerns over financial matters, Andrew's associations with various controversial figures eventually became the center of global scandals. The Epstein connection, a friendship that changed everything. Perhaps the most damaging chapter in Prince Andrew's private life is his association with Jeffrey Epstein, the American financier and convicted sex offender. The two met in the late 1990s, reportedly introduced by Ghislaine Maxwell, a British socialite and close friend of both men. Epstein was known for his lavish parties, private island, and connections to the world's elite. Andrew was a frequent guest at Epstein's homes in New York, Florida, and the Caribbean. Photographs show the prince walking in Central Park with Epstein in 2010, 2 years after Epstein's conviction for soliciting a minor. The friendship raised serious questions. Why would a senior royal maintain ties with a convicted sex offender? Andrew claimed in a now infamous BBC Newsnight interview that he was simply too honorable to break off the friendship in person, a widely mocked and criticized statement. But the real scandal erupted when Virginia Giuffre, one of Epstein's accusers, alleged that she had been trafficked to Prince Andrew on multiple occasions when she was just 17 years old. Giuffre's claims were detailed in court documents and interviews, and a now famous photograph shows Andrew with his arm around her waist, with Ghislaine Maxwell in the background. Andrew has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, stating that he has no recollection of meeting Giuffre and that the photograph could be a fake. However, his denials have done little to quell public outrage or media scrutiny. The fallout from the Epstein scandal would have devastating consequences for Andrew's public life and the royal family. The Newsnight interview, a royal disaster. In November 2019, Prince Andrew participated in an interview with BBC's Emily Maitlis on Newsnight, intending to address allegations against him and clarify his position. However, the interview resulted in significant controversy and is considered a pivotal moment in modern royal history. During the hour-long segment, Prince Andrew made several statements that intensified public scrutiny. He claimed to have been at a Pizza Express in working on the night he was accused of being with Virginia Giuffre. This detail led to widespread skepticism and ridicule on social media. Additionally, he stated that he could not have been sweating as Giuffre described, citing a peculiar medical condition that supposedly prevented him from sweating, a claim that drew laughter and disbelief from medical professionals. Perhaps the most serious consequence of the interview was Andrew's perceived lack of empathy for the victims of Jeffrey Epstein. He characterized Epstein's actions as unbecoming and did not express substantial remorse or concern for those affected. The public response was overwhelmingly negative. Commentators, politicians, and everyday viewers criticized the interview for its insensitivity and perceived self-interest. In the immediate aftermath, many organizations and charities severed ties with Prince Andrew, and Buckingham Palace announced his decision to step back from public duties for the foreseeable future. This Newsnight interview marked a significant turning point, not only for Prince Andrew, but also for the British royal family. It escalated the scandal from mere rumors and tabloid stories to a major crisis that jeopardized the monarchy's standing on the global stage. Legal battles and settlements, the fallout continues. After stepping back from public life, Prince Andrew faced mounting legal pressure. In 2021, Virginia Giuffre filed a civil lawsuit against him in the United States, alleging sexual assault and seeking damages. The case brought renewed attention to Andrew's relationship with Epstein and his alleged involvement in the trafficking ring. Andrew's legal team vigorously campaigned to dismiss the high-profile case, contending that Giuffre's allegations were baseless and asserting that a prior settlement with the late Jeffrey Epstein gave him immunity from liability. However, in a pivotal ruling in January 2022, a U.S. judge determined that the case had enough merit to proceed, creating an atmosphere brimming with tension as the possibility of a sensational public trial loomed. Confronted with the daunting prospect of a courtroom spectacle that could inflict further damage on the already tarnished image of the royal family, Andrew ultimately opted to settle the lawsuit out of court in February 2022. Although the settlement details remain under wraps, estimates suggest that Andrew disbursed approximately £12 million to Giuffre. In a carefully crafted statement, he expressed acknowledgement of Giuffre's pain as an abuse survivor, though he carefully refrained from admitting any wrongdoing. While averting a trial, the settlement did little to mend his fractured reputation or address the persistent questions surrounding his private life. In the meantime, Andrew's legal predicaments show no sign of abating. He continues to be scrutinized by U.S. authorities actively probing Epstein's extensive network, with his name frequently surfacing in various lawsuits and media narratives connected to the scandal. The repercussions of the Epstein debacle have been profoundly damaging, not only to Andrew himself, but also to the entire royal family, as they grapple with the fallout of a scandal that has sent tremors through their public image. The royal family's response: damage control and distance. The British royal family has faced scandals, but the allegations against Prince Andrew are grave. Buckingham Palace has tried to handle the situation with carefully crafted statements and by putting distance between itself and Andrew. After the Newsnight interview, the Queen reportedly met with Andrew privately at Buckingham Palace and told him to step back from public duties. Sources say the Queen was deeply saddened by the scandal, but wanted to protect the monarchy's reputation. In January 2022, as the legal case against Andrew grew stronger, the palace announced he would lose his military titles and royal patronages. He was also told not to use the title His Royal Highness in any official way. Royal commentators described the royal family's response as ruthless but necessary. By distancing themselves from Andrew, they hope to contain the damage and show the public that no one is above the law, not even a prince. However, the scandal has created lasting damage. Public trust in the royal family has weakened, and there are ongoing questions about how much the palace knew about Andrew's personal life and connections to Epstein. Some critics call for a full investigation, while others think the monarchy should do more to support victims and promote transparency. Andrew stays largely out of sight at Royal Lodge in Windsor and rarely attends official events. His future in the royal family is unclear, and the shadow of scandal still hangs over him. The media frenzy, tabloids, documentaries, and public opinion. The scandals surrounding Prince Andrew have captivated the media landscape, creating a whirlwind of sensationalism that has dominated headlines not only in the UK, but across the globe. Tabloids have unleashed a deluge of stories unveiling the intricacies of his private life, exploring his friendships, and detailing his alleged misdeeds. At the same time, an array of documentaries and podcasts has meticulously dissected every facet of this evolving saga. Notable among these is Netflix's gripping documentary, Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich, alongside the BBC's compelling investigation, The Prince and the Epstein Scandal. Both productions have thrust this tumultuous narrative onto the world stage, featuring poignant interviews with victims, insightful perspectives from journalists, and candid disclosures from royal insiders. Public sentiment has overwhelmingly skewed negative, with recent polls revealing that most Britons believe Prince Andrew should be permanently exiled from public life. Many citizens harbor a deep-seated frustration, feeling that the royal family has inadequately addressed the scandal's thunderous implications. Social media has emerged as a powerful force in shaping the narrative surrounding this scandal. Hashtags like #PrinceAndrew and #RoyalScandal have surged in popularity, trending during pivotal moments and sparking widespread conversations. A flood of memes, humorous commentary, and viral video clips has kept the saga alive in the collective consciousness, cementing it as one of history's most discussed royal scandals. This media frenzy has also prompted debates about privacy, accountability, and the monarchy's role in contemporary society. Should members of the royal family be held to a loftier standard? How much insight should the public be granted into their private lives? And what are the implications when a scandal threatens to undermine the very foundation of royal heritage? Such questions linger in the air, inviting reflection and discussion as the story unfolds. The future of Prince Andrew: exile, redemption, or more scandal? As the situation calms, one question remains: what is next for Prince Andrew? Can he return to public life, or is he stuck in exile? Currently, Andrew stays out of the public eye. He has lost his titles and royal duties. He is said to focus on his family and legal issues, but rumors suggest he wants to clear his name and return to royal responsibilities. Experts are split on his future. Some think Andrew's reputation is too damaged, Andrew's me back, while others believe that in time the public might forget and allow him to return. However, ongoing investigations into Epstein's network and new allegations keep the risk of a scandal. The royal family seems to want to keep Andrew away. King Charles III has reportedly said there is no place for his brother in the new monarchy. For the public, Andrew's story serves as a warning. It shows that even those with privilege can face serious consequences. The scandal pushes the monarchy to address challenging issues about accountability, transparency, and the need for change. Time will tell if Andrew can find redemption, or if his troubled past will continue to affect him and the royal family. The story of Prince Andrew is marked by privilege, power, and scandal, leaving a lasting impact as the monarchy enters a new era under King Charles III. The lessons from Andrew's downfall are crucial today. What are your thoughts on the scandals surrounding him? Should he be given a second chance, or is exile the only solution? Share your opinions below. If you found this insightful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more royal stories. Thank you for watching.